Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, Sean Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, Sean Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, Sean Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Packers and the 49ers, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back. First carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And the grab by Croft. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Ready? First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
That's complete out left to Ayuk. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's Lance. Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And here comes the winner of the last 2 NFL MVP awards, Aaron Rodgers, as he brings his Packers out for their first series of the game.
Even as he nears age 40, Aaron Rodgers' game isn't taking a single backward step. He became only the fourth player to win back-to-back MVP awards and led Green Bay to its third straight 13-win season. He avoids turnovers better than anyone in football at the quarterback position. And Green Bay, they are always a front runner with him under center.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, now Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, the 49ers and Packers, they've played some big games through the years. You think about just recently, the NFC title game in January of 2020. That was the day that Raheem Mostert ran wild, kind of out of nowhere. The 49ers advanced to Super Bowl 54. They also met this past January in Lambeau, and that, if you recall, was a game without a lot of offense. The two teams battling the elements. It was a 15-degree night, really cold, but the 49ers got a block punt return for a touchdown late, and then Robbie Gould won it with zeros on the clock to send the 49ers to the NFC Championship game.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Rodgers to throw for it on 4.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
No score after 1. Rodgers now on first down.
A check down here to Jones. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
They'll set up a screen for Dillon. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time. But sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
Dillon is in. Touchdown, Packers. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Rodgers will throw for it.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So unable to... first and 10. Here's Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 36. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers again now. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Being chased at, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Drake Jackson
able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now it's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randall Cobb from 19 yards away.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting.
First down, Rodgers.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been.
The second half, that's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers going to throw. Open man, here is Cobb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. On play action, it's Rodgers.
And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding. Awesome.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with the grab. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers up. The first. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
So it's... As we welcome you back, they come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Rodgers setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
So a field goal on this drive ties it. Remember, no overtime in the preseason, so we'll see how these coaches elect to play this.
Back to throw, Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Rodgers to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
To throw is Rodgers.
He'll check this down, complete to Dillon.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Rodgers looking to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
So away. For the Packers, and we've said it so many times in the past, but it was Aaron Rodgers, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, he really had his A game.